Hello, dudes.
About that horse.
Well?
Yeah.
Well, what do you...
No. You told me to bring it and show it.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, he's our groom. Most likely. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella.
I can't wait. Fanka the cook sent me.
Jesus Christ, God!
She's not able to open the spice.
Again? She's a...
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even...
I'm supposed to help out around.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business.
Sure.
Take off a bit more, he says.
My God.
Lord be with you. What do you need?
So,
Indeed,
what
certain.
and isn't playing
It's not.
Romans?
Ah, which by
Bah.
heaven, as you wish.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left. Still no.
None at all.
But the
I know he is.
blacksmiths are in.
Uh-huh.
Oh well.
He ought.
Wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink.
I brought you those horseshoes.
That took long enough. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Or I'd have to go back to what I was doing.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
I'll be going there.
So run along. No, that looks like it's stolen.
What about those lock?
Shh.
Let's see what you.
That's stolen.
God bless.
Good day. Good day. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
Well,
This property belongs to someone else. This property belongs to someone
if
else.
you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow wintergreens.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the market?
what do you want? Why'd you buy?
I'll have
Selling me stolen ware. That means a lower price, friend. How much do you want for it? That sounds really interesting. Finally! I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
This is bloody off. The Lord be with you.
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, but I'd be glad.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But there's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find...
I could help you with that.
You could. Well,
Sure thing.
good day to you.
the 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
That should do it.
And that's that. And if you're at a loose end, come round and I'll be happy to help. I've got...
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that. Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's...
Uh-huh. I'll be going.
Aye. Take care, friend.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. That, and you know...
You?
Exactly. All right.
Do I get...
Hey,
I'll be going there.
so run along.
Wedding like?
Good after.
Show me.
Are you trying... What are you here for?
What do you...
Are you trying to get me in trouble? You want... You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
I'm sorry.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left.
What?
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
Maybe I should have distilled it too.
What are you doing? I'll really go. What the hell are you staring at? Pay up! Give up now, or I really will go and get some. I've had enough. Call in the god on you, and he'll sort you out. Help! Folks, help for God's sake! Help!
Look out!
Ha! Now I've got you.
Enough! I give up!
You can't just go about threatening people.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm. I was recently robbed, so now I see danger everywhere I go. And sometimes, well...
You're right. The roads aren't safe at all. All right. off a bit more.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left.
If you're after some left...
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
It will have to be diluted. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
You all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, the worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Rattay.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The omen there, Jaromir, it would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his...
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. That will do us.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And I do not expect any great obstacles. But it would be wise to show he will take his time over being persuaded. And then...
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situation.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixed.
We'll take care of it, sir.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible.
Very well. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black...
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind.
And why does this Toth interest you?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must...
Thank you, sir.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the... Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated. There, your, equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen, follow me. So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
I think you owe him a proper apology.
I think I've apologized more than enough. Even though I had little reason not to regard him as a poacher. But still, I will try to rectify my error. Nevertheless, welcome to Trotsky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Excuse me.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stable. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.